All right, shalom, boys. Here, heading home with me and my daughter after a nice little productive day's worth of work. It was a beautiful day. I love working with my daughter. She's knocked out in the car right now. But what I wanted to talk about was something that I've been talking about and just need to expand on more. And I'm gonna call this video "The Struggle Broke Economy," the not too doing well economy. Because see, this is an epidemic today. A lot of people, they're not doing too well. And we've been warning people about this for many years. And now it's hitting. Winter is here. It ain't coming. It is here. And we're in the dead of summer. Or we're in the heat of summer. But let me tell you what I'm seeing. More and more, you're seeing people asking to borrow money. Now, I'm not talking about $50, $100. I'm talking about $10. I'm talking about, can I borrow $10 until Friday? You're seeing more and more people that you don't even know. I'm talking about people that I know and people that I don't know. Asking for handouts all the time. You're seeing a situation where people, particularly sisters, single mothers, are moving back to their parents' house with their children. I'm seeing this more and more and more. I've been talking about this, and it's pretty sad because not only do you have these people's personal economies collapsing, they're in a situation where they're working these low slave wage jobs where it ain't going to get them back out into the world. It's not going to get them back out into a situation where they can maintain themselves because the cost of food is going up. The cost of rent is going up. People ain't even be able to afford a mortgage no more. It's amazing. I talk to people all the time. And the reason why I try to engage in as many people as possible, with as many people as possible, is because it gives me a good indicator of what's going on with the economy. And you got people that want to buy homes but can't buy homes, thinking that interest rates are going to go down. Me personally, I don't think that interest rates is not going to be going down anytime significant or anytime soon. As a matter of fact, we need interest rates to be going up. We need inflation to be going up because it's going to make people realize the real true cost of goods and services. I've said it over and over and over again. Those that have real skills and real abilities, our income goes up because it's inflation adjusted. We charge when it comes to certain jobs by the square foot, building by the square foot. So material cost, it's a 1-to-1. If it costs you $3 to put it in a square foot, it's going to cost you $3 a square foot to install it. So when it comes to people with real skills, we're not affected by this at all. But for those who are working these low slave wage jobs, and you got to pay rent, you got to pay mortgage, electricity, gas, all of that stuff is going up. And I tell you, man, it is devastating people. But what I'm saying also is the arrogance of people that are in these situations. You're broke, and you're fronting like you're not broke. You don't have any money. You're living below the poverty line. And people are acting like it's going to be good 3 months, 6 months, 9 months from now. People are hoping on a wish and a dream. They're busy on social media, soaking themselves up in negative videos, all while doing scratch offs for lottery tickets, hoping that they gonna get it big. The scriptures was very clear: rich and poor, free and bond. The middle class is going away, and this is why I always say you're gonna have look at all of the people that is creating a whole bunch of wealth and getting a whole bunch of wealth off the backs of the people, rich and poor. What does the scripture say? The borrower is a servant to the lender, and the rich rule over the poor. We're seeing this right before our very eyes on every level of society. I tell you, people don't get it. People don't realize what's happening. I tell you, man, it's pretty sad. The people, and I'm telling you, I'm a member of a couple of Facebook groups, survivalist groups, and homesteading groups. And let me tell you, the delusional mind of people, thinking that they gonna get out into the country and I tell you, man, I've said it over and over again. These CGI generated photos of a pristine, picturesque homestead, and people broke, and they live in paycheck to paycheck, and they're an extraordinary amount of debt. How are you gonna get this homestead? People are just fantasizing. I'm telling you, interest rates. It's sad. It really is sad. But hey. Just like the word said, all of these sins and all these plagues are going to come up on people, and they repented not. People are not going to humble themselves. Don't expect that just because somebody's down and out that they're going to humble themselves. I was listening to a podcast of a man talking about they went into the sewer systems. I think it was for Las Vegas or Los Angeles or something. One of these places. And they found a homeless woman down there living in the sewers. And she said this. This is what she said. Listen, I want a man that has 6 figures, 6 feet tall, and I'm not settling for less. And she's homeless. And the man flipped out on him. He's like, you're living in the sewer system. What are you talking about? But this is the mindset of people today. They're too far gone. They can't be reached. They cannot. This is why I say over and over and over again, after the first and second admonition, reject. Do not waste your time. People that get it, they get it. People that don't, they don't. Don't waste your time. Leave them alone. If they don't get it, they don't get it. Leave them alone. All they're going to do is waste your time, your spiritual energy. They're not going anywhere. They're not accomplishing anything. They're living in a delusional world. And they're going to be in a poverty-stricken situation. If you're not doing good now, what makes you think you're going to be doing good in a year? Or in 2 years? People are just jacked up in their mind, but you gotta let these things pass. You gotta let these people go. It's sad to see these situations, but I'm telling you, we're living in an economy where everybody's struggling, or the vast majority of the people are struggling. The people that are getting richer, and nobody ain't changing. Nobody ain't moving. It's a beautiful thing to have seen this thing coming, to listen to wise counsel, and to move with fear, a godly fear I'm talking about. But I tell you, many people, they're just whacked out of their minds. Trust me, I talk to people all the time. I love engaging in these conversations to see how far gone folks are, and they really are far gone. No, there is no better situation absent of some drastic, hardcore choices and decisions and some major sacrifices. And when you talk to people like I talk to people, let me tell you, they shut down real quick. You don't hear from them again. They want to have all these questions of how I did a homestead and how I'm doing this and how I'm doing that. How do I become self-sufficient? How do I raise food? And how do I hunt? And you're parked up in there in the city. You're in an extraordinary amount of debt. All of this information is not going to do you any good. It's not going to do you any good. People are just not going to change. Let them go. Let them go. Let them fall by the wayside. Let them go in and live in the rat-infested sewer systems and think that they're going to get something or they gonna qualify for something that they don't even qualify. I'm telling you, man, it's sad, but it is what it is. But for those who had the ears to hear and moved and made the sound choices and decisions, you're gonna benefit. We're gonna be just fine. Let these people fall. You can't do nothing to save these folks. If you try and tell them and they can't hear, what you gonna do? You ain't gonna do nothing. But as for the remnant, as for people who get it, continue to do what you need to do to protect you and your family, your loved ones, your tribe, to make sure that they're all safe and loved and protected. Just stay blessed. Stay encouraged out there. For those who have realistic plans and goals, stay encouraged. Get it done. Shalom.